Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Asshole Consultant, how you doing? World's only professional asshole, America's older brother. Go there, spend money, make sure your life doesn't become as fucked up as mine was, and learn from older Uncle Brother Cappy's mistakes. Question, should I invest in real estate here in Phoenix? Yeah, I know you did a video on this, but my money and life circumstances are different. Guys, I don't remember anything about your details. Don't remember anything. Don't. I'm getting a monthly pension in exactly 10 years to cover 3 to 4 times my monthly expenses. Pension has no cost of living adjustment. Oh, that's okay. I have no tax deferred to Roth IRA accounts. I'm 45, want to retire early in 10 years. I expect my monthly expenses to increase with inflation, with no lifestyle inflation. I'm a bachelor with no kids. I own my condo in a very gentrified area of Phoenix outright. $40,000 cash in 2010. Oh, look at that. You get $120 for it now. Oh, good going. I live in it currently. If anything, I will rent this place out and never sell it. I'm looking to diversify my income streams. I don't trust or like tax advantage accounts. Yeah, I lose good money to the IRS every year. That may just be worth throwing the money to lower your taxes. Because like I'm at that place now. I was like, I got no debt. What do I do? Expenses are $1,000 a month. My net income is $3,900 a month. I have $60,000 to $70,000 in cash and 500 ounces of silver and 6 ounces of gold. Oh, that's good. Any cryptocurrency, that might be something to consider. I have lots of free time to devote to this. I work in IT and work about 1 to 2 per hours a day. The rest of the time I could be surfing the internet. I want to invest income-producing assets so I don't have to worry about the fluctuations in real estate or stock markets. That doesn't exist. Okay, if you want that, then it's bonds. It's bonds. And even bonds go up and down in value. But if you want income-producing assets, you don't want to worry about the fluctuation in stock prices, you go with bonds. But there is no asset out there that doesn't change in its price that generates income, because the rest of the world changes every day. Somebody could fart in China and that can have an effect. It quite literally could have an effect. Oh, God. And then Chang on the assembly line. Oh, my God. Zhang farted. Oh, and he misproduced the thing on the assembly and it went off and then it blew up. A cell phone that Apple bought the thing from, and then Apple stock tanks, and then, well, that causes a pension. Literally, a fart in China can bankrupt a pensioner here in the United States. I just showed you economically geniusly how that happens. No, I don't want to do REITs, etc. I'm looking for more passive income to, at the end of the day, 10 years out, I will not give up that pension to cover my monthly expenses before my pension. Yes, I know my pension will cover more than my monthly expenses, but ignore that for now. So do you buy property in Phoenix? But you also want to diversify. And I say, yeah, but do you want to stay in Phoenix? You say, hard answer. I want to move, retire back home to Catalina Island in California in 10 years and die there, but it's very possible this may not happen for money. Let's look at prices in Catalina Island. I was always curious about that. Housing prices. 90704. That's the zip code. Oh, Christ. Oh, house 3.2 million. House 5-bedroom 1.1, 890. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, let's sort any price. Let's sort. Do they have anything under 300,000? Oh, 600,000. Okay, you could find some. A 1-bedroom for $500,000. A 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom for 600,000. Oh, good Lord. I don't know if you're gonna move to Catalina Island. That's gonna cost a lot of money. You could rent. That might be a good renter's market. But again, we're speculating 10 years from now. Look, here's the deal. I can't tell you what to invest in. But you are going to inevitably have to do something with that damn money. I guarantee none of this advice, none of it. Should you invest in real estate here in Phoenix? I would say if your goal is just to generate income, I would look at some high quality bond funds. That's because if you don't want the price influx and the changing and all that, that is going to be bonds. That's what you're looking for. And even then, there will be a little bit of change. It could be a drastic change in price if the economy gets so bad. So what you want doesn't exist is what I'm saying. You may also want to look at the stock market. I know you don't like the volatility of the stock market, but that I don't care. You're going to have to face volatility somewhere. I would be looking at high dividend stocks. You can look at dividend funds that specialize in companies that pay out a high dividend, but those come with their own problems, not least of which is changes in the price. But since you're looking 10 years out and retirement, I would put more focus on the cash flow than I would the fluctuations in price. Third option, and the only reason I haven't gone to real estate yet is because it's going to be time-wise a lot easier for you to just invest in some bond funds, invest in some high dividend funds, be diversified, and be done with it. If you buy property, you got to manage it, you got to maintain it, etc., 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 and the cash flow is just not likely going to be there, because with real estate, everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to go buy property and I'm going to rent it out for more than it cost me. Well, that drives the price up in real estate markets to the point that there is no profit. Rarely are you going to find a property that actually cash flows. If you have that much time, like if you're a bachelor and all that, and you're a good carpenter, then I'd say, all right, maybe you put some sweat equity into a property, you find one near your place in Phoenix, so you can manage it as well. You don't want to buy property in Catalina and rent it because you got to fly, you got to deal, and it's way over there. But what I would do is, if you don't want to do the bonds, you don't want to do a high dividend stock fund, then your next option is going to be to look at real estate. But as I said before, chances are prices, especially in Phoenix, have probably been bid up to beyond where you can make profit off of it on rental income. Now, if you pay cash, that's a different thing. That might provide the rate of return you want. And if you are good as a carpenter, you put some sweat equity into it, you might be able to find some properties that are worthwhile. But for now, I don't think, and it all depends. I'd have to look at the individual property. There's no doubt in the Phoenix area, there's probably some deals that would make sense, right? But you're going to have to spend a ton of time researching it, finding it, and you're going to have to make sure that property is near your place. Not within the Phoenix metro. Like, you're over on the east side. You don't want to be getting something in Mesa or frickin' Apache Junction. Right? You're going to be hauling it. It's too much. In other words, I don't want, if you're not going to do stocks and bonds, which take no time, set up a brokerage account, boom, you're done. If you want to do real estate, well, son of a bitch, man, that's going to take time. And now time is your true cost. So if you're going to do real estate, you're going to find, I'd say within a 5 mile, not even 10, 5, because that traffic gets bad over in Phoenix. Within that area. And it's got to be right, man. It's got to be right. Because anything could go wrong with a property. And your property isn't diversified. It's this property. Oh shit, this scorpion infestation. Well, for the mutual fund, you got 50 bonds in it. All right, one goes south, you still got 49. I know you said not to do real estate investment trust. All right, I won't say that. But yeah, I would, barring finding a good quality rental property, I mean, it's got to be good. I know it's going to be boring. I know you probably don't like it. I'd be looking at a bond fund or a dividend fund or even the boring old S&P 500. And the reason I would say the boring old S&P 500 is, yes, it could go up and down. And I guarantee you, people ask me what's going to happen to the economy. Well, it's going to go into recession. They don't come out of recession. Then it'll grow. Then it'll go back into recession. They'll come out of recession. Yeah, but when? Well, shit, fuck if I know. The stock market is going to go down. It will go up. It will go down. It will go up. Over the long haul, since you're looking at a 10-year investment horizon minimum, I mean, then you got to live from 55 to death. That is such a long horizon, and I am so confident in the United States government borrowing more money and putting off more money that your stocks are going to go up in price. Not necessarily value. There's a difference there. They will go up in price because that money's got to end up somewhere. it could collapse tomorrow. The day you buy, the stock market could go down 80%. But the government just put off more damn money, reinflate the stock market like it did in 2010. That by the time you're dead and you're going to start selling, or you're on the age where you're going to start cutting into your capital and withdrawing capital from a 401k, or in your case it'd be an IRA, it's unlikely you're going to have a loss on it. So what I would do is invest in some income generating mutual funds. They have them. I know you don't want to do this, but I'd be looking at a Roth or a traditional IRA. Either or, take your pick, whether you want the tax deduction now or later. About the only other thing I can think of, where you might want to put your money is buying land. I don't know if there's empty land in Catalina. I don't know what the taxes are like. But I would also maybe consider land in Phoenix. If you don't, down the road you sell your current house, you take the proceeds and you build on the land that you bought in a nicer part of Phoenix area that maybe you wanted. That's about the only thing I can think of that you would probably do with your money. This is the problem I face with basically successful rich bachelors. It's, well, everything's bought and paid for. I'm a minimalist. But you got to put the money somewhere, and every investment has its pros and cons and its risks. And so these are the limited things. I'm really looking at, like, well, you might as well get your tax deduction. Like, that's the real reason you invest. You bank on the federal government printing off more money long term. You buy land, even though you ain't going to use it right now, but you pay cash for it, and then down the road. So it's those kind of strategic, and it's actually, interestingly enough, none of it is focused on price. I mean, you don't want to get raped on price, but you invest in it because you're going to use it later, and its price is almost moot or irrelevant. It's because you're going to consume that asset, or it's going to generate income. We're looking at cash flow, which you always should, but then down the road if you're in it for capital gains. So I wish I had something more specific. Should you invest in real estate? Depends on the piece of property. If you find yourself a great duplex or triplex or something, sure, it's within the range and all that, fine. If you just want to buy some empty land because you got nothing else to do with your money, go ahead. Maybe go buy something out by Luke Air Force Base. Down the road, as I drove out there and went hiking in the White Mountains, and you can see it's very bloop. It's like city here, empty desert there, Air Force Base here. Well, that might be some area to buy some empty land as the city grows out. But I'd be looking at it in terms of, is this a property I would like to live on? Is this something that I would like to inevitably sell my starter home, take the proceeds, and build my retirement home? Catalina Island, just looking at those prices, again, about the only maybe the ways you buy land in Catalina. And even then, now you're dealing with California, which honestly I think you should rent. I'd go rent. Airbnb in Catalina is what I would do. So. All right, questions, answers. Asshole Consulting's got it. Maybe not what you want to hear. Maybe no definitive answers, but that's the best I can do. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Tools.